Love and crushes, they're both these intense emotions that can be so confusing. Like, it's sometimes super hard to tell them apart. But here's the thing. It's actually really important to know the difference between the two. 'Cause, the choices we make based on either of them can have a huge impact on our lives. There's this misconception about love and crushes. People tend to mix them up like they're the same thing. They'll say they love someone just because they're attracted or infatuated. But let me tell you, love is way more than a passing feeling or physical attraction. It's about having a deep emotional bond, respecting each other, and being ready to tackle challenges together. On the flip side, a crush is usually based on surface-level qualities like looks or an idealized image of the other person. It can feel overwhelming and take over your thoughts, but it usually fades as we get to know the person better. In this video, we're going to dive into the fascinating topic of love versus crushes. We'll share some handy tips to help you figure out if you're head over heels in love or just caught up in a crush. We'll chat about things like physical attraction, emotional connection, and mutual respect to help you make that distinction. Plus, we'll throw in some real-life examples to really bring it all to life. At the end of the day, figuring out the difference between love and crushes can really help us make wiser choices in our love lives and steer clear of heartache and letdowns later on. So, let's get started. Number 1, characteristics of a crush. A crush is when you feel an intense attraction towards someone like you can't get enough of them. It's that overwhelming desire to be close to that person, And one thing about having a crush is that you just can't stop thinking about them. It's like you're constantly daydreaming about a future with them or checking their social media profiles nonstop. It's kind of crazy, right? When you have a crush, you might experience some physical sensations too, like those butterflies in your stomach or a racing heart when you're around them. It can get even more intense when they're close by or when you touch or make eye contact with them. But here's the thing. A crush is usually all about the surface-level stuff and physical attraction. So it doesn't automatically mean you'll have a deep emotional bond or find true love. Actually, you can totally crush on someone without knowing them at all. So, how can you tell if it's love or just a crush? Well, one key factor to consider is idealization. You see, when we have a crush, we tend to view the person through rose-colored glasses, focusing only on their positive qualities and brushing aside their flaws. It's like creating a false sense of intimacy that tricks us into thinking we're in love when in reality, we're just infatuated. Another thing to think about is whether we're attracted to someone because of specific traits or qualities that we find appealing. Like, if we're into someone just because they're smart or athletic, it might be more of a crush than real love. At the end of the day, the real trick to telling a crush apart from love is to really dig into that deeper emotional connection and compatibility that's so important for a healthy, long-lasting relationship. Sure, a crush can be all fun and games at the moment, but we've got to be straight with ourselves about what we're really feeling and not get caught up mistaking it for something deeper. Number 2, characteristics of love. Love is this amazing thing that goes beyond just physical attraction, It's like this deep emotional connection that you build over time based on empathy, commitment, and respect for each other. These are the things that really set love apart from just having a crush or being infatuated. Empathy is all about understanding and sharing the feelings of another person. In a loving relationship, it plays a crucial role in building a deeper emotional connection. It helps partners see things from each other's perspective and respond in a way that makes sense. It's about recognizing and validating each other's emotions, which keeps a relationship healthy and fulfilling in the long run. Commitment is a key part of love. It's about choosing to stick with your partner through all the ups and downs and putting in the effort to nurture the relationship. When there's commitment, trust grows and a strong bond forms. So, it's really important to have that commitment to creating a lasting connection with your partner. Mutual respect is another important aspect of love. It's all about treating your partner with dignity and understanding and really listening to their needs and feelings. It's about working together to create a harmonious relationship and being open to learning from one another. And you know what? It's also about accepting each other's differences. After all, that's what makes a relationship unique and exciting. It's important to understand that love isn't the same as passion or infatuation. Sure, those feelings can be intense and thrilling, but they don't necessarily lead to a deeper emotional connection. When we confuse passion or infatuation with love, we set ourselves up for disappointment and heartbreak by placing unrealistic expectations on our partner or romanticizing the relationship. Number 3, how to tell the difference. In today's world of casual dating and online relationships, it can get tricky figuring out if your feelings for someone are real love or just a passing crush, you know? Crushes can be all exciting and exhilarating, no doubt about that, but it's important to tell them apart from genuine love. This way, you can save yourself from any emotional roller coaster or disappointment later on. So, here are some practical tips and insights to help you differentiate between a crush and the real deal. First and foremost, one of the most significant indicators of a crush is the focus on the physical appearance of the person. Crushes tend to revolve around attraction to the person's physique rather than an emotional or intellectual connection. Therefore, if you find yourself exclusively admiring their looks without much appreciation for their personality, values, and interests, it's a telltale sign that it's just a crush. You know, another red flag that shows it's a crush and not love is when you become obsessed with the idea of being in a relationship with that person. It's like we get carried away with this romantic fantasy of being together. But real love is about appreciating the person for who they truly are, flaws and all, and committing to building a meaningful future together. Another crucial consideration in differentiating love from a crush is how you feel around the person. Do you feel comfortable, happy, and inspired when you're with them? Or do you feel uneasy, anxious, and insecure? Love is marked by the former. It brings out the best in us. On the other hand, crushes may create temporary excitement, but they also instill anxiety and uncertainty, since we tend to hold them at arm's length for fear of rejection or disappointment. Lastly, it's essential to take your time to get to know someone before concluding that it's love. Relationships are complex, and it takes weeks, months, or even years to understand who someone is and what kind of life you can build together. Impulsive decisions can lead to false perceptions and disappointments. Therefore, it's vital to be patient, observe the person's character and behavior, and reflect on how they align with your values and intentions. And remember, love is a journey, not a destination. It takes effort, patience, and courage, but it's worth it. So if you're ready to take the next step, go ahead and express your feelings, but do so in a respectful and considerate way. And if the other person feels the same way, great. But if not, don't be discouraged. There are plenty of other people out there who will appreciate and reciprocate your love. So keep an open mind and an open heart, and trust that the right person will come along when the time is right. Thank you again for watching this video, and I hope you found it helpful. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more relationship tips and advice. And as always, feel free to comment below and share your own experiences or questions. We love hearing from you. Until next time, stay true to yourself and to your values, and have a happy and healthy love life.